Another package arrived in the mail today to be reviewed over on XDA, so I thought I would open it up on camera for you guys. This is the Huawei P8 Lite. And while I open it up, we may talk a little bit about the specs. The Huawei P8 Lite comes with a high silicon Kirin 620 CPU. It's running Android 5.0. It has 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of built-in storage. And that's the phone. And I just noticed that's very interesting the way they packaged that in there. They kind of slid it in amongst the rest of the things. But down here in the rest of the box, let's see what else we've got. Here we have the SIM removal tool, the SIM ejector tool, a power brick, Huawei branded, and it does output 5 volts at 1 amp. We also have one of those tangle-free micro USB cables. Then on the other side of the box, I would assume this is all the product documentation or just a whole bunch of nothing. I would assume in a retail package there would probably be some documentation in there. But it's documentation I probably would never look at, so let's move on. But there you go. This is the Huawei P8 Lite. It looks like it's already got a screen protector on it because it is bubbled up here in the corner just a little bit. This is a bit of a relatively smaller screen. I think it's about 5.2 inches because it's kind of similar in size to the Samsung Galaxy S6, both in thickness as well as in width and height of the screen. Up here we've got that 5 megapixel front-facing camera, and on the back is the 13 megapixel rear-facing camera. It has a non-removable back, non-removable battery, but it's 2200 milliamp hours, so I wouldn't expect it to last a huge amount of time. Here on the side you see the volume rocker, the power button, dual SIM card slots. Although looking at it, it's entirely possible one of these is a micro SD card slot. We'll find out here in a minute, I suppose. And as I went ahead and ejected both of those, it says down micro SIM on one and up on the other. So this one appears like it may be the micro SD card slot, and then this one is obviously the micro SIM card slot. But let's go ahead and boot it up and just see what it looks like. And as I mentioned before, this is running Android 5.0, and they've got Huawei's Emotion UI or EMUI 3.1 on top of it. I'm not entirely sure if this is even going to work on 3G or 4G here in the US, but they decided to go ahead and send it out, so I thought I would just take a look at it. There we go. We'll go ahead and slide to unlock. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn these sounds down just because I don't like having them on. So yeah, this is Emotion UI. This is Huawei's take on Lollipop. And I do see down here it does say please insert card 1 and card 2, so it looks like it can also support dual SIM, so that's very nice. We'll go into settings, just make sure it is actually Lollipop. So there you go, you can see Huawei ALE L04. Build number, CPU 64-bit octa-core, 2 gigs of RAM, 10.2 gigs of free storage, 16 gigs of total storage, 720 by 1280 resolution. It says Android 4.4.4 though. So maybe there will be an update after the fact? I don't know. This is also EMUI 3.0, and it didn't give me any sort of initial setup, so I'm a little disconcerted by that as well. And I did go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi, and I've checked for updates, and it says there are no updates available currently, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I'll go ahead and double check the specifications on the Huawei site. Additionally, after a full factory reset of the device, you see I do have a wizard that was presented, so that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and give it the Wi-Fi settings. As you agree to the terms and conditions of their privacy policy. Asks for Google account info, which I'm not going to do right now. No, I'm not going to set it up. And then configuration successful. So we should be back to that same screen again. But I'll be attempting to use this over the next few weeks, and I'll be doing a full review over on XDA TV. But remember, if you like this video, leave me a thumbs up down below the video. Definitely appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to be notified when I put out new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.